Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. I do hope you're well. Right, we're back in Misty Marsh and we're going to be working on our Ocelot's habitat today. So our little cats are up in their bedroom at the moment, chilling out. We're going to hopefully finish this in this episode, I think. Lots of vegetation to do, a little bit of rock work as well. So I'm just going to crack straight on. So I'm doing a bit of batch recording again. So I haven't had your feedback yet on what I've been doing in the last few episodes, so I can't really comment on anything you've said, I'm afraid, but hopefully you think it's going well. Right, we've got a random little bit just down in there to hide. Yeah, I like this this habitat. It's different. It wasn't quite what I was expecting to do, and it's definitely working out a little bit different to what I imagined, but that's fine. That is why we do these things. We've got a bit of a hole over here, haven't we? What can I do there? Actually, do you know what? I reckon I could use this in here and just fill it out in such a way that it doesn't impact too much outside. The outside bit is going to be filled up with vegetation anyway, so that's not really an issue. And then this inside bit here, I can just, what have we got in there? Oh, that's one of those pumpkin things. That's all I need to do, and then the rest will be vegetation. Okay, so rock work wise, I think we're done. Now, I'm going to copy this because we've got a few bits where I feel like I need to try and make it look like the animals can't escape. So this is a big obvious point up here. Oh, actually, hang on, before I do that, let's just get this down and edit it, because this piece here, oh actually, is that going to be too, is that actually too wide? And it only worked because it disappeared inside the yeah, it kind of disappeared inside the wall into the rock, didn't it? Can I hide that? Just about. Now let's see if I can get it duplicated down without it overlapping too much. There we go. That looks good. Right, so yeah, so what we want to do is try and make it look like they can't get out over here. So how do I want to do that? I'm not really sure. Let's have a look. I think it makes sense to have it right at the end of this this platform bit here, if I can line it up. I think something like that, and then I don't know, do I need another one kind of beside it? No, that's not really going to, no, that's not doing anything, is it? Okay, let's go with that one for now. It's just sticking up at the bottom here, so I'll just get this in to make it look like it's a bit more integrated in with the rocks. And like so. Actually, we've got a gap here. Let's get that filled in as well, so it really doesn't look like the cats could get out there. Okay, I know it's not 100% realistic, but I want to, you know, I want to try and make it look like, you know, there's a little bit of realism. The other bit is over here, obviously, where they're on this platform, they would just jump straight down here, wouldn't they, and escape. So, well, let's have a look at getting something put in here as well. Right, let's get that in. So let's bring that down below the roof line. Just make sure it's not inside. No, that's good. Yeah, I quite like that. And then I'm just wondering if I might just put a second one in here. If I line that up with that and then bring that down. see, how does this look? Obviously I can cover up that bottom bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. Again, there'll be a whole load of foliage, so it shouldn't sort of stand out too much, really. I'm just going to see if I can cover this up with a little flat piece. Almost there. I'm just going to do one this way. Oh, over here as well, I think. Okay, good. So those are the obvious escape points there. I mean, I guess we have got this, haven't we? Yes, so that's right. I was going to do something along here as well. Again, you know, not realistic, but I can do something here, can't I? I often do, what is it? Fencing. There are some decent fences that you can use as barriers. So if I do some snapping, we've got that one. This is usually my go-to fence. So let's go with this one and see what it looks like. I think this one just looks like a nice barrier. So if I take that to there. Is it gonna, oh, typical, it's too long. Okay, that's fine, I'll make that work. I'll put an extra little thing on the end of that, and I'll make that work. I will probably have to do the same here as well. Yeah, that's fine. I can do something with that. Again, I think this just adds, you know, a touch of realism. We're not going for realism really in this zoo. It's not sort of the main aim of the zoo. But it's nice if you can just do a few details like this. That didn't work either. Look at that. That's annoying, isn't it? It's frustrating because these are all the same length pieces, but you don't want these right on the edge. You want them in the middle, so they don't line up. I imagine this one will go exactly the same. Oops. I can't really go any further this way. I mean, I can go like that. Okay, that's fine. I'll find a nice column. So let's go in here. Let's find a column piece that I can use kind of at the ends of this. There must be some nice stone pieces. Don't mind that piece if I can colour it, which I think I can. Let's see what I can do with this. It's not going to be perfect because the door is kind of going to get a little squashed, but if I can arrange it so it looks like that post goes right down into the middle of it, then yeah, I think that's gonna work for me. Oh, hang on, that's a weird angle. Let's try that again. Right, let's just make sure that's the same height. it is. Oh my word, why is this suddenly going all wonky? What is going on with this? It's not snapping at the right angle, is it? Well, that's just weird. Okay, let's just get a new one then. If it's going to be weird. There we go. That's bizarre, isn't it? Right, up we go. We'll come along and we'll go to about there. Just make sure, yeah, that's pretty much the right height. Let's try and get that post right in the middle. Yeah, it does kind of mess the door up a tiny bit. But actually, no, that looks all right because the door opens outwards. So actually, it doesn't look so bad. It looks a bit weird from there, but that's just, I guess, my lining up is a bit out. But it's fine. Once you get lots of foliage around, you won't notice any of this stuff. Look, that's done it again. It's done the weird angle. That's just bizarre. All this because I wanted to put a fence on top of the stone wall. So it's all my own fault, isn't it? Right, so I'm hoping this one can hide all of this. I'll bring it right up like that. Yeah, that looks nice. And then the bottom will get hidden. I don't need them on all these corners, but I do like it there. Okay, good. Let's go with that. That looks nice. Right, so I think we're secure now. I still want to do some more detailing actually on the building because it still looks a little bit bland, doesn't it? So let's come in and edit some of this. Let's find something wooden that I can use on here. I just want it to look a bit different, you know. It's all looking a little bit static at the moment, isn't it? Nope, not there. Can I go? Oops. I don't know what this is meant to be. I just think it will look nice. There we go. That's nice. Let's see, is there a nice beam that I can just get on here? How do I want this to look? Actually, I could probably just drop that down just so it's not showing above there. Like that. Get it in there and bring it all the way along. So it's just poking out on that side as well. Good. I'll do a load of growing stuff down the bottom here. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing quite on the outside yet. I'm just worrying about the inside of the habitat first. So it just adds a bit of something, doesn't it? Because it all looks a little bit bland otherwise. See what I do like these archways. I don't know if I can incorporate any of this onto here. I love this, but it's quite over the top, isn't it? Although it is the right look for that, so you never know. I might be able to make something work with this. Let's just put that on. I'm just, I'm just wondering whether if I can do the proper archway that's connected to that. I don't know. Is it actually exactly the same texture? I think it is, isn't it? Right, let's do this. Let's just split this off. because obviously it's not quite aligning how I would want it to. Is that? Yeah, that does show on the inside, unfortunately. So I can't do much about that in there, really. That's a bit of a pain. It looks good from the outside. I mean, I could lift it. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't think it aligns exactly, does it? I think that's about as close as it's going to get. I'm not too fussed with the inside. I do want the outside to look nice. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to split that off. And then let's combine these. And then let's get one of these at this end as well. Except it needs to be just out beyond that. So it's not really going to serve a purpose on this end, although I could do something here. I could like, put a clock on it or something. I'm going to have to just get one of these on, split that off, and then move that back and just fill that gap in. Oops. Okay. Well, it's made the building look a bit different, which is cool. Now, do I want to double it up, or do I just want it like that? I think I just want it like that. I don't want it to look symmetrical. Okay, interesting. This doesn't quite look right here. I feel like I need to fill this gap in here. Let's come into this. Let's see what we've got in the way of different patterns that I could use. See, so this could be sort of put in here, something like this. I can roughly line these up. Just adds something, yeah, something else to it. It's just poking through, so we'll just yeah, let's just move that all back just a little bit. And in fact, we've got one here which is just causing a graphical glitch, so let's just maneuver that. Yeah, that looks nice actually like that, doesn't it? So let's see if I can duplicate them through to this end. I do like this sort of thing because this is something I had no plans on doing. It's another one of those situations where you just see a piece and you just start building and see what you end up with. It doesn't always have to serve some grand purpose. I feel like columns coming down at the back of this would look cool. This was the original piece that I was thinking of using to create something here. But I think this has turned out a bit better. Of course, I've got to check that the animals can still get in and out. They can. Apparently they can still get on the roof as well. That's not so good. But there we go. Yeah, I'll worry about this side later on. I'll do some columns or something on there. So let's just focus on this side for now. I think that looks cool. Just adds a bit of character to that building because it was looking a little bit boring, wasn't it? Let's do some more stuff on here then. Let's go with, let's have a look at ivy. It's always a good go-to plant when you've got a wall like this. something like that. Again, just yeah, little details. You don't need too much going on here. I think I could quite happily have a bit of ivy growing up in the roof here. Take that right up, bring it in. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks nice. Great. I'm happy with how that building looks now. That's nice. That is good. Good. Let's think. What else do we need in here? Oh, I was going to put another rock just in there, wasn't I? We've got just a smidge of something showing through in here. Oh dear. Hang on. There we go. Cool. Right. So let's just see. What did I use in here? What was my ground? It's basically bracken and the ferns. The bird nest ferns. We've got a little bit of long grass showing through. We don't want that. So let's come in here then. Let's go with yeah, let's go with this stuff first. Yeah, let's get rid of the angle snapping, but I do like the align to surface. So again, I kind of want to make it look really nice and jungly. So you just have these things just growing everywhere. We've got the different sizes as well, so I've got to make sure I intersperse some smaller ones as well. And I don't want to make it, so you can't see the animals. It's just got a bit of a gap down in the ground there, so I just want to make sure that gets hidden. Same over here really as well. Lovely. I'll worry about the outside in a minute. Let's just get the inside sorted first. Let's get some up on the rocks. Let's get some random ones growing up high as well. Trying to keep the main walkway area relatively clean. That's looking quite nice and jungly now. Get one or two growing up on there. Okay, looking good. Have I got room for any of these? I always like to try and squeeze in something big if I can, but I don't think there is going to be room in this habitat because it is all a bit tight, isn't it? That's fine. We'll definitely have room for a few of these though. These look great. I'm going to just get rid of the snapping for a second because I can do these myself if I could just get them angled like this. So I can imagine where you're mainly looking from. You've got your little window there, and you come down. You can't see it at all from here. It's really only when you come up here. So let's get in here. Let's get yeah, back here. What do we got here? That's quite a nice bushy one. Let's get one of you in here. We've got these nice small ones that are already a bit leant over, which I quite like. Hopefully everything is still accessible. Right, what can I squeeze in at the back here? Let's get one here. Up on there. Of course we've got the big palms, which are awesome, but you've got to be careful because they are very big. But I can definitely get a couple in. Like so. I reckon I could probably try and squeeze a big one in here somewhere. Sort of buried just up behind here maybe. What's that? That's kind of cool, isn't it? I quite like that it kind of blocks your view a little bit of their bedroom. So, you know, because all these creatures, they need privacy, so you don't want people to be able to see every area. So yeah, that kind of keeps their bedroom area out of view then. You can kind of see it if you're standing here actually. You can see the entrance up there, so that's good. You can see the cat going up there. But now if you're standing over here, it's nice and hidden from view, which is nice actually. That is how the animals would want it. Excellent. Okay, and then let's just have a look at getting a bit of bracken in as well. Not too much. I'll just try and get one or two bits here and there, just around the edges. You know, you want it to look kind of like it's just randomly growing in different places. It's quite tricky when you've not got a lot of flat area to work on. You know, but even just that, you just see the leaves, it just looks like it's growing out of the rocks. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Do I want to do anything in the water? Not really. No, I mean the water is, yeah, I could probably do with it just sorting out the rocks a little bit actually. Let's just do that. Because we have got these rocks that are kind of just floating a little bit here. So I can probably just, it doesn't really matter because this is, obviously it's all hidden, so you don't really get to see any of that, but it kind of makes sense just to smarten that up. But yeah, I don't think I want to put anything in the water. It's only a small area anyway. Let's just double check the heat maps. Oh, hang on. Something is blocking them now. Is it a tree? I didn't think the tree's blocked. Okay, so something there that is stopping them from moving about. So if they're there, they can still get up there, but there's something blocking them getting past just here. No, it wasn't either of those. I wonder if it's actually the rock that I just put in. Rocks can be a bit funny sometimes. No. Okay, let's get the rocks back. Actually they couldn't go that way anyway. It was over here, wasn't it? I didn't think these things affected traversable area. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was just that one fern that I'd put in. I didn't realise that the ferns did anything like that. Oh, look at that. Apparently they can climb these little palms. That's interesting. Right, so hopefully this guy can start moving around now. So yeah, they can now go. Yeah, oh look, they can go down into the water that way as well. They can jump over the water like that. This one's about to do the same. Yes, they can do that. They can get up there. Good. They can go everywhere. That's what matters. Excellent. Okay, there we go. So that is our ocelot habitat done. I'm going to leave these walls. I like the walls. I think they look good. I don't want to just cover everything up. So yeah, I think that looks good. Obviously, we've still got some detailing to do on the outside. But there we go. That's the habitat done. I should put some education stuff in. Actually, I didn't for these guys either, did I? I was going to put something on this wall. I'll do that in the next episode. I'll get a TV screen in here, and I'll find somewhere I can put an education checkpoint thing, a talk point down here, and I'll probably let some guests into the park soon as well, although I haven't got facilities for them yet, so I might not. I might do another habitat here first. So yeah, we'll see. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. So what do you think of my ocelot habitat? I think it's turned out pretty nice. Not the best thing I've ever done, but it's kind of fun, isn't it? Making use of an interesting bit of space. You know, using height well, which is what I want to do more of in this zoo. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. Please do leave a comment down below if you've got anything you want to say. And I'll join you again in the next episode, hopefully. Until then, take care and bye for now.